class times and dates for her as well. I also want to welcome anybody new that's watching our Thumbs Up Thursday. Apparently, this is really growing. And I can see why. I do have some really great guest speakers on, and again, I think that my staff here, along with all of our instructors, our whole team here is just. I just think it's the best in the country, in my opinion. I was actually just at a Dallas quilt show with my daughter, and I just couldn't say enough about our store here in Fresno. I mean, we really just have the best, in my opinion. So anyway, I first off want to start off with our shared winner. So it really helps us, and I think that's what's helping us also grow with our Thumbs Up Thursday, is that if you will share this video on your Facebook, and also like our YouTube as well, Authorize Back and Sew YouTube, because people can also, you can comment there as well, and people can, they can later, if they don't watch this live, they can go back either on our Facebook or our YouTube and see this as well. Because what Denise is going to be showing you today is a little bit about how to make rope bowls. And I think we should probably get them a little inspired on a few of these awesome rope bowls.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so first of all, you have a beginning rope bowl class.
Yes.
That's going to be, Sarah got us all going here.
The next one is going to be September 14th.
September 14th, okay, from 9:30 to 4. All of your rope bowl classes book out really quickly. So I checked on spaces, and there's actually some spaces available on that.
Good.
So it's September 14th, 9:30 to 4, and they pretty much complete the bowls,
They do.
Don't they?
Yes.
When they do that. And where is that? Oh, here we go, right here. So you have a couple of different options. You want to tell them about that?
Sure. So this first one was truly one of my beginner rope bowls. When I first met Veronica, I think I came to you and I said, "Look what I've been sewing." And her response was, "You've got to teach a class." I'm like, I'm like, okay. So this,
and you said okay.
This is 2 years later.
That's crazy, really.
You and I
we bonded.
Yes, and we're just baffled that this has been so much fun.
It really has.
It's just been so fun.
Yes.
So this one was truly one of my very beginning bowls, if you can see it. And I tell the ladies in class, this little star in the bottom, you'd think that was a design choice, but that was me trying to get a little tiny X straightened out.
Can we show them that?
There you go.
Okay, cool. So the star that you're talking about is right here.
Right. Which is where we start, is right here in the middle.
Yeah, good.
And so it wasn't really a design choice, but it became one because you just kind of go with the flow. I was not able to get the stitch that I wanted. I was very new at sewing too. So, but this bowl is made just out of a variegated thread. And it just really turned out so pretty, and it gave me an opportunity because I had purchased a new machine, one of the Janome.
What did you start with?
I started with the M5.
The S5.
S5, excuse me.
S5. Yeah, yes. You moved over to M.
I did. Yes, I moved to S to M very quickly. Yes.
So you had one of the Skyline Janomes.
Skyline Janomes M.
And then
S5.
Your mom came in.
She did.
And she bought one.
She bought the S7.
She bought the S7.
Then I changed to the S7. So it's been a little journey.
And now you're at the M7, which we're going to talk about today. You went to the M7 for more power.
Yes.
Is what you wanted. Yeah. Because it takes a powerful machine to do this. And we also, I loved, what I loved the most about your rope bowls, to be honest with you, I love the rope bowls and I love everything you do.
Thank you.
But so many people buy machines and they have all these beautiful decorative stitches and they don't use them.
Yes.
They just use literally straight stitch for piecing. They'll do some free motion, but they really don't use the decorative stitches.
Really an opportunity.
And this is really a very cool opportunity to be able to use them. So I like that. I like people using their machines to their full potential. Speaking of, here's some more decorative stitches too. Now, what do we do on this one?
So this one here was actually one of my very first rope bowls that I started wrapping fabric. around. And just with the choices of all of the beautiful fabrics and batiks.
I know we've been using a lot of jelly rolls for those
Yes,
too.
yes, because you can split a jelly roll right in half for your 1¼ inch cuts.
Yes.
Which makes it, and of course, when you buy the jelly roll, the colors are already blended for you.
So
you just pick your favorites as you go.
So it all looks perfect.
Right. And what's fun about the rope bowls too is it's such a creative process too. It's so different because on a lot of our other projects, we have a pattern we follow and we may change colors. But I always tell the ladies in class that you might come up with an idea when you first start of what your goal is and you're going to add so many colors, but 9 out of 10 times you change mid-project because all of a sudden you're just being creative and you're like, okay, it needs one more color, or I'm going to add extra a couple of rows here or there. So it's 100% creative.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And not only that, it's also 100% fun with you, Denise.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Customers love you.
Thank you.
I mean, yeah. And so
they're awesome.
You put a lot into it. I think that your rope bowls are the most beautiful rope bowls I've ever seen. I really think you could write a book on this.
Thank you.
I do. And I think I've seen one other book and I stopped carrying it because your rope bowls just blew it away. I said, I'm not carrying this book anymore.
I was sewing to write instead. Yeah.
And look what you're doing now. You're even incorporating embroidery in here.
I love it.
So I know we've been talking about the Stellaires, the Brother Stellaires, and you recently also bought a Bernina from me. You bought a 770?
770.
770. So this was done on the Bernina 770. Yes. She has now, she does embroidery on her 770. But she sews on her M7.
I do.
Okay. So that's why she chose this machine to use today.
Another.
Let's look at this. Yeah. Now you've gotten into doing the rope bowl dyeing. And we have some dyed rope bowl that was personally dyed by you. It's not an easy process. She explained it to me one day because I said, how come we don't sell a lot more of this? And she explained the process and I went, oh, okay, I get it. Yeah. It's a lot. But look at how gorgeous the embroidery is on this one. Can we get a close-up on that? I'm sorry, I'm doing things to them right now, but can we focus? Is that okay? Look at the detail on that embroidery. It is just
Isn't that just so pretty?
Phenomenal. And you also, thank you. You are a farmer kind of in a way,
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
a little small farm. Yeah.
Well, you bring in.
My husband does the work.
Wow.
I help with the fruit, but he does all the,
Oh my gosh.
keeping it watered.
Well, you bring us in and you always you'll bring us in and the presentation of it is beautiful. So if you grow tomatoes or peaches or figs, she brings them in and she cleans them all. And she brings them in these beautiful bowls. And the presentation of the fruit is just like, even if you don't like that fruit, you're going to want to eat it.
Oh, but you'll like it.
And I did. I really did. Everything of hers is wonderful. This is what you carry your sewing.
I do back and forth for my classes. All my little notions that I end up using.
And it's made out of a sewing fabric. Really cute.
With the sewing stitches, which made it super fun.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's needle bobbins and there's scissors.
Built into the M7.
Yes. And I think it's in all of them.
Spools of thread.
Yes. And here's the little dress form right here on this one that coordinated with the fabric.
Oh, the dress form.
So super
Oh my
cute.
gosh, such a great way to use your stitches. I just love it. Well, we're talking on the M7 today.
Yes.
We're going to give them a little teaser of, I think you're going to share maybe one or two of your tricks.
I've got a few up my sleeve.
You have a few tricks.
Yes.
That I guarantee you are your only tricks that you know, unless people take the class.
That's right.
But it's not your only tricks.
Oh, no.
So you want to sign up for the class. So we're going to tease you a little, but I will go over all the classes that she has available and the amount of spaces that are available. Because her classes fill up really quick. And
some of those ladies come to class. I see their
do
names
we
up
see
there.
people? Let's see who's saying hi.
There's Wanda, there's Pam.
Jackie Morton wants to try this class. Love Denise. I've learned. Oh, we're going fast. Wanda Carter, thumbs up. I love making rope bowls, and Denise's is extremely creative instructor.
Thanks, Pam.
Maureen Burns. Oh, she loves authorized vacuums, so we love you too. All right. Thank you so much, you guys. And again, welcome new people who have just joined us for Thumbs Up Thursday. We hope that you'll keep coming because let's see, Jackie Morton, she wants to try the class. Who else do we see? And who's that?
There's Andrea. That's Andy.
Oh, love Denise. I've learned a lot in her classes. Thumbs up. And you know, you guys, you have to agree. She puts a lot into it and she makes it fun. And that's a big piece of our
they're a lot of
classes.
fun too. We sometimes just laugh all day.
I got to show them one more thing too, how you incorporate. This she quilted on the bottom and then turned it into a rope bowl. Absolutely beautiful.
With the decorative stitches.
So
you get to use everything in your.
I know you don't have to turn it. You don't have to turn it. It's okay. We're cool. But how cool to incorporate even your quilting blocks into the rope bowls as well. There's a lot more. I'm going to show you one more, and then we're going to get started, okay? Because again, I just like showing the versatility. This is an actual purse that Denise designed, and she designs all of her own rope bowls. But this is a purse. It's a bag. And then she lined it on the inside.
Actually, that was Mom. Mom helped with that. So
your mom. Oh, thanks,
Mom got involved with that one.
I know your mama. Good morning, Barbie. We love you.
I was looking. She was supposed to come in on there, but I don't see that she's got in yet.
Barbie?
So. No, Mom. Betty.
Oh,
Remember Betty and Veronica?
Betty and Veronica.
That's right.
But isn't that I mean, like, that's a cool bag. Okay. So, I mean, once they take the beginning rope bowl class, then they can choose any of the other types of things that you're doing.
So to start with in the beginner class, it really gets some basics down for you to learn and get the basics of making a bowl. Then you get to come in and no matter what we present on the website, we present each month a different project, but you can come in and make whatever you choose. So if you do want to make Mr. Vamp, you can make him. Isn't he just too cute? He was fun to make. And my embroidery, I got to include the bats. Isn't that fun?
I'm sorry. She just kills me. So these bats is like a freestanding lace that you added with your embroidery. And his little hat comes off. So this all started with the fact that we needed to make some gnomies.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And some gnomes.
Yes.
I call them gnomies.
Yes.
But anyway, and we have done now Dracula, gnome.
Yeah.
We have done
Uncle Sam.
Oh, Uncle Sam. We've done Santa.
Witch.
The witch.
The witch turned out great.
Oh, they all have. Mrs. Santa? Did you do Santa Claus?
It just was a gnome family. I have a Santa and an elf, and then a gnome family with the baby, and he's got a pacifier. And so you can be so creative, like just any little fun knickknacks that you can add in and stuff.
And then also just getting people out of their box where they can use their embroidery machines as well, too.
Exactly.
So, and the decorative stitches.
Yeah.
So this is so much fun, Denise. Let's show them some of that stuff we're doing here.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I know,
okay.
it's crazy. I sound crazy, don't I, this morning? Okay. I wanted to first share with you the person who won a $50 gift card.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And we're going to be giving away a $50 gift card at the end of this segment, and I'll give you your word at the end of the segment. But Carol Murrows won the most shared. Yay, Carol. Yay. Thank you so much. So she shared it and she tagged 2 friends. So if you do that, again, we're going to do that at the beginning of the segment next Thursday. Okay. So Carol Murrows, make sure you either give us a call or we'll reach out to you, but you can use this $50 gift card on our website, or you can also come in our store and use it as well too. So, but I have another one. I have another gift card that we're going to give out at the end, and it's a $50 gift card to the people who type in the correct word. Okay.
Good.
Oh, what does that say? Oh, Mandy wants me to show the mummies. Oh, that's our favorite. It's mine too. I love this mummies.
And we've got these couple here too. We
Oh my
forgot-
gosh. Let's inspire them
well, we
because
just have
look
so
at
many
this.
tubs of
Look at this.
bowls.
Look at this too. Show them that.
Okay.
You can even make like placemats
Yes.
and
You can. So this is just a little centerpiece. Can you see that? Yes. And so you can do the same thing if you wanted to make placemats out of this exact same thing. So fun.
And Denise, would you call this therapy?
Oh my gosh, yes.
I think this is therapeutic.
It's so therapeutic. Yes.
This one is
it's
really
so
beautiful. Can you
therapeutic.
hold that and
Yes.
stretch it out.
That's okay. So this one was super fun. It just reminds me, I wanted to do something with the waves, just ocean. I love the ocean.
Yeah.
And it just kind of reminded me of, so we're always trying to figure out how we're going to resolve the end of that rope.
Okay.
You know, so each one of those pieces ends up being a double because you have to curve in.
Kind of continues.
Yeah. So we're always trying to figure out how am I going to make that disappear?
And then how about this? How about let's take some
yes.
fabric.
That beautiful poppy fabric that you had in stock it just inspired me because I had not done any applique. So just using that ultra heat and bond, ultra strong heat and bond, I just put that on there after I made the basket. And just another way to end the rope instead of dropping it down with a bead was just, and this was another mom trick. One of my mom's tricks was pull out the center of the rope, and it dissolves down and it becomes flat, and you don't have to worry about hurting your machine with your, going over 2 layers of rope.
Much, yeah.
So yeah.
Well, and you know what?
Super fun.
You just told me that, but it went. Woo!
Right.
So you need to come take her class.
Yes. I will show you.
And then this is the famous mummy. I love this mummy. This is kind of one of your first ones that you ever did. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? And look, he's got his little fabric hanging off the edge. But
and of course the fabric was grunge, so it was perfect. So
is this grunge?
It was.
So you wrapped
the whole bowl.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so many ladies have made it too. They've really enjoyed it. It's a great candy bowl for Halloween.
So after they take the first rope bowl class, which is coming up, then they can take others.
Yes. So then
now you're
just
certified.
Right. Any workshop, just come in and choose, and I'll support you on whatever you want to make. So
very
absolutely.
Cool. Okay.
Shall we get started?
Let's go, Denise.
Okay. So we have this.
Are y'all enjoying this? Give us some thumbs up. Denise needs to know how much you like this because I want her to do more of these things with me.
Absolutely.
Help me out, please.
So we have been carrying this rope at AVS. You want to talk a little bit about the rope?
Yeah, so this is our AVS rope that we use in our rope bowl classes.
Very sturdy.
We carry it here. It's very hard to find. We do have it on our website.
You do.
Okay, along with, where's your other rope?
Right here, we pulled out the colors that Tony's going to put on the website here. So we did this because...
Actually, I think, Tony, didn't you put it on the website already?
Did you?
Okay.
He's so good.
Oh, he's amazing. Okay, so we have the turquoise. We have purple. Is this lavender? This is lavender.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
This is eggplant.
Right.
Eggplant.
Yellow.
This is one of my favorite colors ever, the mustard yellow. So beautiful. All dyed.
Some pretty green.
Beautiful green.
And this one's kind of a burgundy color, so perfect for fall, to wrap in some of those harvest colors.
So this green did this bowl, okay? And we carry it here in the store, but now Tony has added it to our website, okay?
Nice.
So, and we have found that this rope is the best rope to use.
It really does.
Okay?
Yes.
So you definitely want to get it from AVS. And we always stock it. We just don't always stock the dyed. So make sure you get on that website if you're interested in the dyed fabrics because it really does. We don't have the blue one right now, but I'm sure we'll have that on our website at some point soon. And you can just really see the difference, okay? But this is just your regular rope, and it's $32.99, and there's a lot.
164 feet.
Okay. So
yards.
you need that.
Yards? There's a feet. 164 feet.
Feet.
Yes, feet. That yards would be a lot.
Yeah, you'd be able to do a lot. Okay, so let's go.
So to start with, first thing I noticed as I was learning to do the rope bowls and stuff is, and I just did this little demonstration. It's the one I use in the beginner class. But if Victoria can kind of zero in on that, what I was noticing when I started my rope bowls, and if you've experienced this, if you've ever made them, she's chasing you.
Oh,
Thank you.
gotcha.
Oh,
Okay,
perfect.
cool.
You're going to see a little fuzz right in here. And that's actually the beginning right here because we have that raw edge of the rope and it wants to, oh, thank you. I'm just looking at it myself.
I'm here to help.
Thank you. So you see that it frays very, very quickly. So wasn't something that I recognized right away as I was teaching the classes, but I went back and anybody that I can show what was happening, it's like, okay, we have a new approach. So we have certainly evolved over time. So as you can see, if I was going to start this rope bowl and start going around, see how that's already fraying. So when you start doing your zigzag, there's really nothing for it to grab onto. So my go-to to fix that, I had to title it because of my instructions for the ladies, but I entitled it Secure the Fray. And the ladies that do it, some of them have said in class that's probably one of the best tips to fix that. So, so what I would do on the M7 is I'm going to change my my width on my M7 to the 7, which is the widest zigzag.
And I want to say, I noticed you doing this. I don't know if we can see the front of the screen. No? Okay. But on the M7, it has dials off to the right.
So fast.
And I noticed when you were setting up, you were just doot, doot, doot.
Yep.
There you were. So it was just those dials on the side.
I'm using the dials continuously, continuously. And I am using the F foot, and I do like the F foot on the M7, and I believe it's on all the S models as well. But it has the slit right down the middle, which is great because you can get your thread back out of your way. So I am going just
and it's a 9 millimeter.
9 millimeter
all the way to 9.
I am, yes.
Yeah.
So I use that on, especially on my, of course, on your decorative stitches. You know, because then it just, I don't even change the default when the decorative stitches come up because they're so perfect.
You just push the button and it goes?
Exactly.
Wow,
so yeah,
nice.
Don't even have to change it.
You mean you don't have to change your width or your length?
Right.
It's already ready to go. Perfect.
Right. So 7 on my width, and I'm going to drop my length just down to a 0.50.
Okay.
And what that does is it gives me a little satin stitch, but it's on a zigzag. So coming in straight down the center of my presser foot.
And we use the F foot because the F foot has the groove underneath. So, and it comes with the M7. Actually, M7 has the open toe that comes with and the regular F foot.
Yes.
And it has a tunnel underneath it, so it compensates for the rope trying to flow through.
Okay, awesome. So I always put the rope through this way so that I can zigzag across it, and I usually give it just about an inch because every machine is different. So if the ladies in the class, if their feed dogs don't feed the same, they might need to grab a hold of that and just give it a little slight pull.
Right.
So my needle is on the left side of my rope right now. I'm going to drop my presser foot, and I've locked on the M7, you can lock your thread on the front of your machine right here where you cut your thread.
It's either a thread cutter or a thread holder.
Right, which is awesome. And I'm going to go ahead and drop my needle, and I'm just going to give it maybe about the count of 10, but usually about a 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch is all you need to do.
And Denise, I noticed you're using this awesome magnifier.
Yes.
The magnifier doesn't come with the machine, but I'm going to be talking about it later because we do have these machines for sale, and I'll be telling you about the prices. But this magnifier comes with the bundle, and it's awesome to use to be able to see in the beginning of where you're starting. And then once you're done with that, you can just move it right on out of your way.
Right, exactly. So actually, I'm going to put it back because it was pretty awesome.
Liked it?
I do. Yeah. Now I don't have to put my glasses on. Okay. So I'm going to cut my thread there. And so what you see, if Victoria can show that, and you really probably will have a hard time seeing it, but I just have probably an 1/8 to a 1/4 inch of satin stitch zigzag on my rope. I'm going to cut on the right side of that.
With your Fiskar, those are those rag cutting scissors.
These are my rag, my rag for my rag quilts.
All of these are available on our website. These are the Fiskar short snips, and they're spring loaded, and they're really good for your.
They go through the rope
hands.
like butter too. So, but you can see, if you can see how clean that is right there. So now when I start when the center of my rope bowl,
so there's no fray.
No fray.
That's cool. That's
we
a cool
secured
trick.
the fray.
Very cool trick.
So very, very different. So yes. So now when I start my rope bowl, I always use the table to support my rope.
By the way, the table comes with the M7 as well.
It's awesome.
Yep.
I can't sew without it. when the machine is brought into class, and if the guys didn't bring the table, I'm like, okay, I got to get the table.
I know.
Okay, so see how gentle that was when I wound that. I didn't pull real tight. So tip number 2: when you are wrapping your rope, you don't want to pull hard, because what will happen is you will stretch your rope. It stretches like, yes, thank you. It stretches just like a yarn would. So we don't want to put any pressure. I'm going to actually need 4.
Okay.
So.
And you're using the clover.
These are the extra fine.
Extra fine. And why do you like the extra fine? I would think you would want thicker.
Exactly. And when I started the rope bowls, that's exactly what I did, was used a heavier pin, and I found that they didn't, because of the density of the rope, they were harder to push through.
Oh wow.
And you can see how easy putting those in. We don't of course have to put them in all the way, but they slide so nice because they are fine.
Okay.
And we don't need them to hold super heavy. We just need them to hold while we are going around.
And we have all of
point.
these things on our website too. You can order them. At the Dallas Quilt Show, I don't know if these girls are watching or not, but I made friends with 3 girls, well 2 that were taking the class. And we had all M7s in there. In fact, every single one of the M7s sold in the Dallas Quilt Show. It was Original Sewing and Quilt Expo in Irving, and these gals were from Orange County. I don't know if they're on there or not, on this or not. I told them to watch this, but they. I bet that they're just so excited that they can see all the different things that their machines can do right now.
For sure.
So anyway,
for sure.
Yeah.
So okay. So now now we're ready to sew. So I have put 4 pins in just to hold those outside couple of rows, because we don't want to hit our pins either. So I'm going to put this back under my machine, and where I'm going to put it, my needle again is on the left side. I do want to make sure.
That's where that magnifier comes into place.
And it tilts. That's awesome. So I'm going to drop my presser foot, drop my needle down. So I'm going to change, I guess I could bring that up for just 1 second while I change I'm going to put my width on my zigzag back to 6.
I'm really seeing the power of those knobs on the side.
Yes. And I'm going to put my width now up to only 2.0, or my length, excuse me, because we have such a little tight circle right there. We don't want it to take too big of a jump.
Right.
Okay. So we're going to drop our needle back down, and I'm going to take this back to 0. See how fast that was?
Yeah. I love it.
Because I want to do a bar tack.
Okay.
I tell the girls in class, I always start and end with the bar tack, because even though our machines do these wonderful knots, the rope is heavy. So if you want to secure that in any way, you want to give it just a little bit of strength. So even if you just go back and forth 2 or 3 times, doing that bar tack will really support those knots in there. Now I'm going to go to 2.0 on my length. Okay. So this is where tip number 3. We probably added a few more in there, but that's okay.
These are machingers. We love these.
Yes.
We sell these on our website too. I know why I brought up my girls. I forgot about the girls in Orange County. 3 of them bought machines together. 3 different machines. And the reason why I'm saying this too is because they live in Orange County. So they'll be able to purchase, if they wanted to, they can purchase this magnifier that actually has 3 different magnifications. They can purchase they can purchase the rope. Now that we have the e-commerce website, we can reach out to all my friends.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, so as we start to sew now, I'm just incrementally, because I want to make sure I stay on that turn. So keeping my rope right down the center, on each side of that center between the 2 ropes, I'm just going to do a couple of stitches and I can make it faster. But did you see my little turn with my machiners?
Yes.
So when I do that, if I was using just my hand, you're gripping and you're squeezing so hard to make sure that turns. But these, they just grip it. So if you ever come into my class and you see everybody just has a glove on their left hand, that's why, and it works out great.
Oh, I just thought they were trying to be like Michael Jackson.
So I'm just going to do a couple of stitches, staying within there. Now I could use the leg lift if I'm sitting down, you know,
Knee lift?
the knee lift.
That
Yes,
comes?
yes. So you could do that, but I just give my just a little half lift there so that I can turn that. So just doing a couple of stitches at a time. I want to make sure that I'm staying within that row. And we only have to do this just on this little center part. But just because I have a glove on, I could probably get 3 or 4 more stitches going back and forth before stopping and giving it a little nudge.
Matilda's asking for prices on this machine. Hey, Matilda.
Hi, Matilda.
We will definitely be giving you prices after we give our little demonstration on this. Okay. Also, I wanted to say I noticed that you really love the Janome red tip needles.
I do.
Okay.
Mhm.
That is really the best needle to use.
It's
for
been
your
my
row.
go-to.
We have
Mhm.
those actually on our website
I
as
had a
well. We
package.
had them, but I noticed the first thing when you sat down at this machine, you said, "Oh, I need a red tip.
Yep.
I need a red tip."
Yep. I'm not sure what I did with the red tips.
Them, but there's a new one in the machine.
There was a
anyway.
brand new one in the machine.
Oh,
yeah.
here.
Here they are.
You know what, Tony? Oh, these are blue tip, but that's okay. You know what? I'm gonna throw in the red tip in the bundle too when we're done.
Nice.
Okay? So go ahead.
Okay. So I'm just going to continue around here just as I'm doing this little sharp inside. And I'm using my glove on my left hand. But look, as I even hit row 3 going around, I don't even have to lift up my presser foot anymore to make that angle.
But can you stop it for one moment?
Uh-huh.
So this machine also has a hover button. Okay. So if you didn't, because it looks like you need more than one hand or 2 hands here.
Mm-hmm.
If you didn't, did you know about that hover button?
Probably not.
Can I show you
Yeah,
something?
absolutely.
Oh my gosh. Go around and
Okay.
maybe take 3 stitches.
Okay.
And stop. Did you see how that lifts up? Did I teach you something?
Yeah.
Okay. It will lift ever so slightly.
That's awesome.
And now watch. Go again, and it will automatically
I'm so excited.
drop for you. Look.
That is amazing.
And now stop.
I was lifting from the back the whole time.
And that takes your hand to do that, right?
That's awesome.
Oh, the hover is my favorite. I know. So anyway, I wanted to let you know about that, Denise. Okay, I didn't do my job.
I'm still learning. It's good. I'm cool with it.
Everybody learns. It's so much fun. Yeah.
So as you can see, so look what happens as I'm sewing. You end up with these little extra spins around where we put our needles, right? Because every time we make a circle. And so what would happen, sometimes I see the ladies and they'll have all these rings around the bottom of their bowl. So how do we resolve that? It was one of those aha moments and you just think, why didn't I think about that before? Kind of like that hover button, very similar. So all I'm gonna do, I'm gonna actually lift my presser foot. Oops, I dropped it back down. Lift my presser foot and I'm gonna spin those out. With my needle down, I'm just gonna spin those out and get myself back on my row, and I'm ready to go again. And then you don't have to deal with all of those extra rows that are loose behind your circle.
Wow.
So,
and you're using the start-stop button, which is not something you would normally use at home, right?
I do.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Really?
Rather than the pedal. I determined when I bought the machine, for some reason in my mind, that I was going to learn to not use the foot pedal.
Wow.
So I just, yeah, it's very comfy now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why. I don't know.
Now that you have that hover button up there, you're really not going to use it.
So just as we get about this far, I'm going to increase my length now to 2.5 because we can very comfortably go around those, and I'll get that out of the way. So see how I can just, with my glove, very gently, I can sew that, hitting both sides.
Do you love that?
I do. I do. So yeah, so isn't that fun?
Yes.
So you can really see the difference. So let me just, if you can show that, Victoria, you can, and I actually did an extra one here, but where did it go?
She's not mistaking my name. We actually have a Victoria,
Victoria,
our new
yes.
marketing manager.
Oh, here it is.
And so.
So here you can see the difference. This one was done with Secure the Fray.
Okay.
And this one was how we used to do it. So if you can see the difference. So you're just going to enjoy that much more at the start of your bowls if you're not putting a medallion in the bottom of your bowl.
Oh, I see. Wow, what a difference.
Very big difference.
Yeah.
Yes, and it just has that more finished
yeah.
look to it.
See how it's, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no way of catching those little fibers. So I was always trimming them, as they would fluff up, and you won't have to trim anything.
Wow.
So it's just a way of really.
That is a great tip.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nice.
Thank you. Thank you.
And
so,
they can come and see this in person too in our store.
Absolutely.
But if not, too, I even told like my Orange County girls, I said, you can just make a road trip.
Right?
I road trip to Orange County to get my hair done.
Yes, exactly.
So
and I cannot
here.
And I can't tell you how many ladies have actually traveled very far.
Mm-hmm.
So from Arroyo Grande, Marcia drives right from
Dos Palos.
Yes.
Everywhere. Yeah.
Mariposa, Ventura. We have come from Ventura.
Bakersfield, they all come from everywhere. Yeah. And you can too,
it's awesome.
Did you want to show them some more on here, or is that all the tricks we're given today?
So, well, one little trick that I'm going to talk about.
Oh, another one?
Well, yeah, I got a lot up my sleeve. This is just something that we talk about because we do want to add those beautiful decorative stitches. And some of them look fantastic on the machine. But sometimes just because the nature of the rope, they may not, they might kind of dissolve and not really see the true dynamic of the stitch. So I always call this my little helper rope, and I show the ladies. So as they are getting ready to put decorative stitches on your project, I would really recommend that you do a practice. Make sure that you love it on the rope before you add it to your project, because you know what, we don't want to take those out. They're very difficult to take out.
Oh, I wouldn't
and we wouldn't want you right.
I wouldn't even try.
So this is a fun tip, because then it's like, oh, that makes sense, because then you can really see you love it.
And you're using 2 pieces of rope that you're doing. So you might not like that stitch.
Right.
But you might really love that stitch right there.
So just before you get ready to add it to your project, just do a little practice.
Look how pretty that is. That's just a feather stitch, a 9mm feather stitch.
And of course, this is one of my favorites too.
The 9mm gives
awesome.
you so much more dramatic results.
And you wouldn't think with all of the curls and swirls that would show up on the rope, but it really does. It's really, really pretty.
I'm trying to show you girls, but this is hard. I have to show backwards. So, this one. I love this.
Yes.
There's so many.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, my favorite on the Janome is that flower. You see it everywhere on my bowls.
Okay,
so
can I say this?
Yeah.
That's my favorite flower. And every time I do a demonstration on this machine,
You do.
I always show that flower. And I know I showed you that flower when I demonstrated.
I'm sure you did. I'm like, well, no wonder I love it then. It really turns out. And just by going right down the center, you get that little diamond shape that's in between the flowers. And you can see, look, I have it on my first bowls.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
I know. And that's just one of my favorites on this machine. This machine has a lot of different decorative stitches to choose from.
And because of the nature of the rope, you just want to give those feed dogs time to move around. You don't want to get in, a too big of a rush to let those sew out, because those feed dogs have to move that rope, which is very different than fabric.
I want to say something else too. Did you know with that hover button that I just showed you that lifts the presser foot up ever so slightly, and then once you hit your start button or you start putting your foot control down, it starts stitching again. But every time it lifts up, the reason why you're able to turn this so easily is because when your presser foot lifts up on this M7, the feed dogs automatically drop.
Wow. Yeah,
So
there's
they
nothing
don't
to.
get in your way.
Awesome.
And then when you go to hit the start button or you go to hit your foot control, those feed dogs come up and so does your foot go down.
That's
So it's
great.
sandwiches and it unsandwiches.
That is my new go-to.
Is unsandwiches a word? I don't even know. Okay. You know what I'm talking about. But anyway, an amazing machine. You're an amazing instructor. I want to go over some of the classes that are coming up. So we only have 2 spaces available, it looks like, left in the one coming up 8/26.
Yes, this Saturday.
This Saturday. Oh, we have 2 spaces. So that rope bowl workshop, they would have had to have taken they would have had to get kind of certified on the beginner.
Exactly.
So if you've already taken a rope bowl class from Denise, wonderful team. Thank you, Jean. So there are 2 spaces left for this Saturday, and it's hot out there. Come on in. We're cool in here. Beginning rope bowl, I already told you, is September 14th.
Right.
And then 2 at the end of the month. We have 2 at the end of the month, and those have some spaces and they're available as well. And if you can't make the beginning rope bowl class in September, there is one in October.
Yes.
So there's spaces available.
We usually do one right at the beginning of the month, each month. We've been very consistent.
Okay, October 7th, and it's from 10 to 4. And then we have other ones on our website. We have other ones. Denise, we put a lot of your classes on our website because they fill so quickly.
Yeah.
So that's why we've had to do that. So I'm telling you right now, don't wait to sign up because they fill really quickly. She's very popular. People like you so much.
Oh, thank you.
Even if they know how to make the rope bowl now, they'll still come to your class because they know they're going to get it done.
I'm looking at some of our ladies here, and I'll tell you, I have to stay a step ahead of some of them because they are ready to make the next project. Like Mary is waiting all the time. Like, what are you making next? So
I know
she's keeping me going for sure to keep that creativity going.
Yes, and that inspires you, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah,
it does.
I know. It inspires me too for my customers to keep trying to get the best instructors and the best. I'm picky about my team.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad you're on mine. For sure.
Me too. Me too.
Yeah, it's a great relationship. Okay, so now you're not going to believe this, and don't get upset because I know you paid more for your machine. Just don't.
I won't.
I'm fixing my hair to talk about this because I'm nervous.
We'll get this out of your way.
Okay, let me just tell you something about this M7. So, quite honestly, Janome is coming out with a brand new machine. They are introducing what they're calling the M8. Okay, we don't have it yet. They've introduced new machines to us. One of the things that has been introduced to us, and we are going to be doing trade-ups on our M7s. And if you're 6,600 people still out there, 7,700 people still with a 7 millimeter, you want to go up to the 9 millimeter, blah, blah, blah. We are going to have the M8s. But Janome has allowed us now to sell the M7 at a ridiculous price, and we have some in stock right now. This is such a great machine. Basically, it doesn't have any embroidery in it. You want to sit down, you want to sew, you want it to have everything you want. It has everything you want. And the suggested retail on this machine is $8,000. We have machines in stock right now that we are going to sell for $47.99.
Wow, that's awesome.
$47.99. I am shocked too.
So Matilda, there you go.
Matilda. Okay, so this machine is going to include $89.99 is the MSRP, and we're selling.
That's what the whole bundle included.
Oh, with everything included. Okay, so we have 3 luggages left. If you want a luggage to be able to take it to class, because you're not going to want to sew on anything else, I'm just telling you, you're going to want to take it to class. We have 3 luggages left that we can include in the bundle after they're gone. First three, get the luggage, and you're also going to get, so after the luggage is gone, you'll still get, and if you get the luggage, you're still going to get all of this. You're going to get the magnifier, which has 3 different magnifications. You're going to get on the AccuFeed foot, which we haven't talked about, but it's phenomenal. You're going to get the 1/4-inch AccuFeed that works with your walking foot. You're going to get your open toe that works with your walking foot. You're going to get your stitch in the ditch.
Wow.
That works with your AccuFeed foot. So in other words, when you put this on your AccuFeed foot that comes with the machine, by the way, the machine comes with 2 different AccuFeed, one skinny one for going on zippers and going around corners, and another one for doing your sandwiches on
I
your.
actually use that one for piecing.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Oh my gosh,
Do you
it's
use the
great.
do you use the 1/4-inch
I
one
do.
on it?
I do.
Fantastic. It's usually sold separately, but we're going to
No, the 1/4-inch, the dual feet.
Yes,
Yes,
this
yes.
piece that goes on
Yes.
there. This whole box of feet comes with this machine. I mean, like that's what's so cool about Janome is that when you buy this Janome, basically you don't have to buy anything else because it comes with everything. It comes with your extension table. It comes with your and then all the other things we're giving away are the things that I would want anyway. Okay, that you would buy optionally, and it's coming with my favorite needles are the Janome blue tip needles, but that would be for like your piecing, your decorative stitching, your lighter to medium. And then Tony doesn't know this yet, but I'm going to throw in those red tip needles too. I'm going to throw in a pack of those red tip Janome needles with this machine as well. Okay. And that will be for anybody who buys. Machine wise, I think we only have 7. Am I correct? We have 3 luggage and 3 machines.
5.
5.
We have 5 machines and 3 luggage.
Thank you. Now, this one is the silver one. And we also have the Quilters Edition, which is exactly the same machine that has the blue on the front face of it. Exactly the same machine, okay? So I think I have yes, that's what the blue one looks like. So you could choose if you want the blue one or you want the silver-faced one, but basically once they're gone, they're gone. So this is another piece that I like. You want to show me? Here. Okay, this is the M7 Continental Workbook. This was written by the education team. By the way, the Janome educators are phenomenal. I'm going to be getting some in my store soon. I just worked with 2 of them over the weekend, and I just absolutely fell in love again. They write this workbook, and if you buy the machine here locally, you don't have to. You can travel for lessons to us. You can come in. You can get lessons, one-on-one lessons, as many as you need, because we really want you to learn how to use the machine. Just like the simple things like the hover. Denise has been sewing machine for over a year and didn't know about hover. So we like to show you about those things, but it would be covered in this workbook. So if you went page by page on this workbook, you could independently practice on your machine and actually learn every function and feature on this machine. But it is also nice to be shown as well.
Absolutely.
So we're happy to do that as well. So $47.99. It is a ridiculous price. We only have 5, and buy it now. I mean, there's no reason to not have this machine at this point. We also offer financing. So if you do need to buy it out of town or you need to buy it in town, we can also work out financing with you as well. So happy to do all of that. Now, come on back.
Okay.
She's barefoot, by the way. You all didn't know that, but I got to get her a little rug. Because I was like, you can't have her down there like that. We're going to do the giveaway now. Tony's telling me right now we've already sold 2 of these.
Yeah.
M7. Okay.
Oh, they're
So
going to be so happy.
You better get going.
Oh.
Okay. Here's the new word, rope. Type in rope. It does not have to be capitalized with a capital R. It could just be the word ROPE. Type it in, and you can win a $50 gift card right now. I don't know where they went.
Under, right there.
Oh, here we go. $50 gift card. Here it's coming. Do
Awesome.
we have a lot of people starting?
Yep.
20 so far. Oh my gosh, your odds are really good. We have so many people that are
26.
working and that can't do this
I
on Thumbs
know.
Up Thursday, so they can't participate in the
Look at all those
This is
ropes.
not only a gift certificate, it's also a fan. Are you good?
I'm good, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. Look at all
Okay.
those ropes coming in.
Oh, look at this. Jackie Morton. Oh, can't see him now. That's okay. Let's see here.
Let's see.
Danita Smith. Anita
Jean.
owns this machine.
Hi, Jean. I haven't seen you for a while.
She's been traveling.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course.
Yolanda.
Of course.
Yolanda, this is a good machine to add to your collection here. Okay, let's see here. Myra. Hi, Myra. Uh-oh.
They're
Oh, here we
going
go.
up there. There's
Francis, you're in class.
Yeah. She can multitask for sure.
She's good at that.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll give it about 5 more seconds and then we'll hit.
Okay, we got 5 more seconds. 5 more seconds. Y'all's odds are really good right now.
Mm-hmm.
$50 gift card. Make sure you watch us next week. We're really doing another really special thing as well, too. So,
Here we
Fun.
go.
yeah. You ready to go? How many entries do we have?
40.
Oh.
JD!
Yay!
Yay!
Yay, J. I love it.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Please make sure that you share this with your friends. I had a lot of my daughter's customers actually in Dallas that said they watch our Thumbs Up
That's
Thursdays.
awesome.
So that's how it's kind
awesome.
of getting around. And
Yeah.
I really, we are so encouraged by that to keep showing you more things and also giving you great deals on machines. I mean, these are
That's awesome.
unheard of. So
Mhm.
anyway, a couple of people have already taken advantage of it. So if you're interested, let us know. And Denise, thank you so much for
Oh,
coming on today.
Thank you for inviting me. We've been trying to do this for a while and it just kept,
I know.
didn't work, but I'm
I
glad.
know, I know. Me
So
too. I
thank
hope you
you.
get signed up for her classes too. If you've never taken a rope bowl class from Denise, you've never taken a rope bowl class.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
just
you so
telling ya,
much.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Y'all have a fabulous Thursday, and we hope to see